what is your commission going to look like on this?
So yeah, even though most people think that we must charge 7% because of everything we do, we don't actually. We charge 3% for me to sell your home, 3% to the buyer's agent that brings the buyer in.
So 6% total.
Yep.
My neighbor is listed up the street here with someone that's doing it for 4. I mean, that's at this price point, that's a pretty significant difference.
Did you happen to talk to them at all about what they're doing for them?
I know they're on the MLS and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so we went through this whole plan.
Yeah.
If I go back through again all the whole pre-launch campaign, all the Facebook ads, all the military by owner, the other military sites, the coming soon stuff, our signage, and all the agents we send it out to, the goodwill people have with our team. How much extra money doing all that if they're not doing any of that? Our photographer that is the best of the best, our staging help we're going to give you.
Well, couldn't they just hire that same photographer and the same stager?
They can't hire our photographer.
Oh.
She's not taking any more clients. But even if they could, it's more than just the photographer.
Yeah.
It's the stager. Sure, you could hire a stager, but then you're going to pay the stager. Now you're not at 4% anymore, and you're only looking at about $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 difference for going to that person, going to that 4%er. Because, so I guess the question would be, is with everything we're going to do, our team that's behind the scenes, making sure you never lose a deal, and all this stuff. And a lot of times I actually go back through it all again. So I mean, even if it takes 10 minutes to go through it all again, they're like,
and just so you guys, the folks at home know, we've got the website up here that onto the seller page, and it's got the pre-launch, launch, and close sections here, so that as he's talking, I'm still able to continually have that visual reminder of what's going on.
Yeah, and so I've been I'm like at the 4%. I'm like, I'm gonna have you fill out a form that tells me about your house. I'll take that. I'm gonna put it on the MLS. When somebody comes with an offer, we'll get it into you. I'll have my assistant come by and take pictures with their phone, but they probably do use a photographer still, or maybe he takes his own, so they're going to be okay. Bet you they're not as good as ours. That's what they'll do for you for that 4%. You couldn't even cover what we do for you with that commission.
Yeah,
we would not even break even. So then I'll go back through everything. If they don't look sold on that one statement, I will take 10-15 minutes again to go in detail again through it. And even if it seems like annoyingly long, it just proves the point.
And a couple other points about it too. I mean, one, you could say I can almost guarantee you that 4% lister is not going to do 400 transactions this year. We are, and the reason for that is because we know what we're doing. We do the best job. So you can get a discount, and you can buy a discount product, and it's a discount product. It's not the same, and that might be okay in some circumstances. But in this circumstance, when you're looking at what you're going to profit off of you've been in this house for 7 years. So what you're going to make in profit as a result of 7 years of faithful payments, that's a pretty big deal. And this is probably not a place where you want to seek a discount. It's probably a place where you want to seek the maximum net profit to you. And that's going to come by doing the best possible job. And that person can't afford to do it, probably doesn't know how to do it. And then the other point to bring up is that 4% commission agent, I'm not charging you 6% for me. Keep in mind that that's 3% to the buyer's agent. And I help buyers as well, so I can say this without sounding snarky. Buyer's agent's job doesn't require much in the way of skill. It requires showing the house and writing the offer. So that buyer's agent is going to get paid 3% just to do that. You should never cut that side of it, because if you cut the buyer's agent's commission, if they're looking at 2 different properties and they're kind of neck and neck, that buyer's agent shouldn't, but they're going to lean them towards the one that's paying a full 3% because that's what most buyer's agents expect. So never cut that. So now we're not talking about the 3%. We're talking about the difference between 1% to that guy up the hill, or 3% to me. So there's a 2% difference, and that 2% difference is what I use to pay for an administrative transaction team, listing coordinator, all that extra advertising I do, the best photographer in town who you can't get anywhere else, the best stager in town who's going to come out and make sure, even though your house is already ready, she's going to do little things that might make you an extra couple grand very easily.
And the biggest thing is I went through the whole pre-launch program with you, right?
Yeah.
You seemed like you thought it was pretty impressive, right?
Yeah.
How would you feel if I came and sat down in front of you and said, I'm not doing any of that anymore?
Yeah, I'd probably lose some money.
Yeah. And so if you save $6,000 going with the 4%er, but you sell the house for $10,000 more going with us, you come out ahead with which one?
Yeah, you. And then the last thing to remember is each offer can very easily, depending on price point, I mean, you guys know how this works, at a 200 mid 200s price point, another offer can very easily net you $3,000 to $5,000. At a higher price point, if it's double that increase. So I point that out to people too. If I can get you one extra offer, I've already earned that back. Don't you think we can get you one extra offer by doing the staging, the best photography in town, the pre-launch plan, the whole thing we just talked about? Don't you think that that's probably going to get you an extra offer?
Yeah, and then I also would say, so with the 4%er, how big of a pool of buyers does he have before he goes active?
I don't know. I guess not many.
Maybe zero.
Yeah.
And after we've done 4 or 5 major campaigns to bring in a pool of buyers, we've got the pool like this.
Yeah.
Before we even go active.
Yeah.
And that it's that chance of getting multiple offers that could get you 10, 15, maybe more
Okay.
to the house. So
Fair enough.